Right, you can now see that our terminals are blocked nicely. There's no debris, dust or moisture going in there. The top terminals, the charging terminals are over there. Just look, and there they are, those two. I won't be worried much about these two, except just blocking the car, their ports, really, just to keep the dust out. So yeah, let's see if I can just block the sides of those and leave them there. To these ones I've got no charge, so I'm not worried about them. It's just to keep them tidy that way. And this one that way. So they're well tucked off now. Tuck them back there, out of the way. Now remember, this is the main ports that's live, that's coming from the battery. We'll have to find a way to have this protected, because you can see in there it's live, and best way I could do it is just have the tape there, that tape there, sorry, the tissue there, and then have a long tape go around it, kind of like that. Remember, there's a special rubber that plugs into there to block that, but we don't have that, so we're just doing it whichever way we can make it safe. So that nothing can touch those two terminals in there. So yeah, it's just to tuck them away nicely so that nothing can go in there. Right, so it's well covered now. So yeah, my terminals are now well covered. So we now give it time to drain. I'm just gonna grab a timer and then we set it. We set the time for it to drain. Then we can carry on with the next job. Right, I've set my timer. Now let's go down to the other connection block which is below. Right. So it's down here. If you can see through there, on the back there is that terminal that we need to disable. That one, that's the main terminal. The main live terminal is on there, on there, that's the main live terminal, and that's the battery, the one I covered from top. Remember, the piece I covered from top is coming down here to get the live from the battery, and that's why you got the warning there. You got the warning on the side there, just below it is covered, that one, and that's the terminal. For now, because it's disconnected from top, we're not going to unclip that one because it is acting like a block for us to be safe, because while working here you can't get there, because if you release that open, you will expose the two terminals that's coming from the battery. So at the moment I'll just leave it there because it's safe enough from the top. As long as the top is disconnected, you are okay. We are okay with that. Now if you look closely, this stabilizer bar is on the way, so we won't be able to get any work done under here until we got this off, and probably the steering rack. We'll get that steering rack off all the way and drop it down from the other side as well. It's actually broken on the end. On one end here you can see it's broken. It's broken, so the truck rod end, you can see it's in pieces. Yeah, so to be able to check whether our rack is good, we got to get this out, and it will give us way to see which points we're going to work on to get the axle down. You can see that it's moving one side only. When you push it, it's moving one side on. It's supposed to go roundish, like, you know, like an elbow, like a ball joint, but it's kind of hitting one side and getting stuck there. So that means it's not sounding good. In here there could be a problem. That impact that made it crack our brake here could have gone right into the joint which is in here. So we'll have to get these out and have a look at that. And that you can't do unless you got this down. So the main bolt is there, and then there's a small sub nut up holding it straight up here, and the other side, the other bolts on the side is this one here, and of course release the ball joint on the other side. It's the track rod end. Sorry, the track rod end on the other side. So and then these terminals here needs to be disconnected, that main battery terminal and the control terminal. So I'm just gonna give it time to drain off as we set it, so that we'll be safe enough to come down here and start getting these racking the rack system down. Okay, all right.